Hey everybody, MotorPoet59 here. I don't get my news from TV, but I do like to watch the clips on YouTube channel, on Fox News, and a couple of other things, just to see what people are saying. I prefer to get my real news from various websites, and I cross-reference them, and I try to be as accurate as possible before I uh, do a video or say anything on any other social media platform or engage anyone in debate. But anyway, I did see the horrendous and wicked witch of the West, Nancy Pelosi, the other day on a Fox News clip doing her tomorrow. We're going to talk tomorrow about the 25th Amendment. Be here tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure everybody saw that. Obviously, she has no clue about how the 25th Amendment works, especially in the case that she is talking about it. It is my opinion that should they win in November, which they certainly could. I used to think that was an impossibility, but the way things are going now, I just don't know. But anyway, I believe that it's their intention to use the 25th Amendment to remove Joe Biden from office. He obviously has problems already, mental issues. There's something wrong with him, and I believe that's what their plan is. But anyway, that being said, since most people that I have spoken with really don't understand what the 25th Amendment is about, and no liberals understand it, no rank and file liberal voters have any clue what the 25th Amendment is. But anyway, let's look at the 25th Amendment, specifically how it pertains to removing a president from office. This starts 25th Amendment in Section 3. The first two sections deal with a president dying or resigning or something like that, and how the vice president takes leadership in that case. But Section 3 is the one that starts to deal with what we're talking about, what Nancy Pelosi thinks she's talking about. Section 3, whenever the president transmits to the president pro tem of the Senate and the Speaker of the House his written consideration that he is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, and until he transmits them in a written declaration to the contrary, such powers and duties shall be discharged by the vice president acting as president. Whenever the vice president and a majority of either, this is Section 4, whenever the vice president and majority of either the principal officers of the executive departments or of such other body as Congress may by law provide, transmit to the president pro tem of the Senate and Speaker of the House their written declaration that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duty of his office, the vice president shall immediately assume the powers and duties of the office as acting president. Thereafter, when the president transmits to the president pro tem, the Senate, Speaker of the House, yada yada, his written declaration that no inability exists, he shall resume the powers and duties of his office unless the vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive branch or of such other body as Congress may provide, yada, 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 that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. Thereupon, Congress shall decide the issue, assembling within 48 hours for that purpose, if not in session. If the Congress within 21 days after receipt of the latter written declaration, or if Congress is not in session within 21 days after Congress is required to assemble, blah, 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 blah. It goes on to give you time frames of how long Congress has to take care of all this stuff. But the simple fact is that according to Section 3, the vice president, when it's all said and done, is going to be the one in charge. The left just isn't going to have much to say about it. The executive branch, the officers of the executive branch, are not going to go against the president. They're not going to go against the vice president. Congress would have a very difficult time swinging this. It's very unlikely, and given the time frames, by the time all this rigmarole went down, the election will have already happened. I think this is maybe their October surprise, if you will. But as I said, should they win, I believe that this is going to be a much bigger factor for the Democrats, because they don't want Joe Biden in office. Come on, the guy is just not all there. Kamala Harris she's smart. I guess they say she is. She didn't sound too smart in the debate the other night. I've seen the meme of the I'm speaking, and then Vice President Pence, who's an awesome dude, telling her, you are entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to your version of reality. That was awesome. It was awesome. But anyway, now you know what the 25th Amendment's all about, and grab a copy of the Constitution. I got this one a few weeks ago. I had a nicer one, a bigger one. I gave it to my buddy Don a few years ago. But this one here, Kevin McCarthy's office was, all you had to do was call in and tell them you wanted one, and they send you one in the mail, a little pocket edition. But if you don't have a copy of the Constitution, you should have one. And that way, when you engage in debate, you know what you're talking about. And you know I'm speaking to conservatives because liberals aren't interested in the facts. They're not interested in they're not interested in the Constitution. Barack Obama famously said the Constitution just got in his way. And I think that the left got used to that. And now that Donald Trump is actually doing things according to the Constitution, that he makes all of his decisions constitutionally, that's what pisses them off, because they don't understand that. They don't think he should be able to do that, but he's just following the Constitution. But anyway, I don't think they have a snowball's chance in hell of doing anything with Trump with the 25th Amendment. And I do believe that that is their plan when Joe Biden gets in office. And I'm sure he's on board. I don't even know that he wants to be the president anymore. He's made a fool of himself many, many times. And the poor old fart's probably just tired of it. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopullet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.